Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working with Thonecraft, trying to get the Ichorium Strap Silverwood wands, specifically looking to get the wand that we need for not only the Everlasting Guilty Pool that we're collecting stuff for, but also for ourselves, so that we can have a better wand than the Thaumium Bossed Silverwood wand, and, well, a crafting scepter, which is something we haven't made yet. Now, between episodes, I went and collected more and more nodes, so I have everything I want except for one more air node. Air nodes are relatively rare, and I'm finding, and it's hard enough to find pure nodes. And I want to reiterate why I want pure nodes. So this guy has 107. This one is 59. This is probably like one of the weaker ones I have. 93. All this kind of stuff. I mean, this guy probably has a lot. Not as much more. So all of those have at least 50 or more of a singular like aspect, whereas if we look at this guy, it's 20s, all 20s, and we really can't do anything with the Mortis and Tenebra and all those kind of stuff. So basically, the overall quality of the nodes are about the same, but because there are multiple different aspects, these tend to be better, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. So, let's see, what else have I been doing? Had to upgrade storage, excuse me. I had to upgrade storage for the bees. Been working on the bees a little bit, trying to get plenty of stuff, so that we can here soon start farming the Ender Dragon, so that we can start getting plenty of Awakened Draconium, so that we can start making all the rest of the stuff we need for this guy. And yeah, just looking for nodes. That's pretty much all I've been doing. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to, well, place some nodes where we need them. So this is going to be air, that's Ordo. Let's go ahead. And before we do anything else, we're going to want to make some more node things. But actually, what order do we want to do this stuff? Let's go ahead and make one of these guys. There's a node stabilizer. And there's a node stabilizer. So that's 2. We're just going to stick with 2 for now. So let's see. We want air. Which one's better? This one is 108. Right, I only have one air. This one is better. We can just hit that. And air goes first. Break that, put that there. And there's the air node. And we will stabilize it. So, not too bad. So all these guys are stabilized. That's what we want to see. We don't want things messing up or anything like that, drawing on each other or anything bad that'll cause them to be kind of worse. There's 74, and I think this one's better. Nope, they're about the same though, which is nice. Alright, so we'll do this. And there we go. So I was killing witches for all the various aspects, just so that I could charge up my wand and all that fun stuff. But there we go. There is all of our nodes all taken care of. We'll get into what we're going to do with those hopefully today. But we are going to need to recharge our node. Our wand. And we're not quite done with this stuff. Now, something you might have noticed in my inventory, I do have some rare treasures. That's from killing the witches to recharge the wand. Let's see if we get anything good. Not particularly, but nothing bad either. We got diamond and an emerald, so that's nice. So let's go ahead, and before we do anything else, let's see if we can't get into making our first Ichorium Strap Silverwood Wand. I guess it's actually called. Let's see. Let's look at what it's called. It's the Everlasting Guilty Pool. It is called an Ichorium Adorned Ichor Cloth Strap Silverwood Wand. So that's what we want. It has a capacity of 1,000, which is really nice. So let's go ahead and make one of those. So in order to do that, we're going to need 2 Ichorium caps. Now, I didn't make any more Ichor or anything like that, so hopefully I have everything I need. Let's see. This is going to give us 8. We need Spiritus, Humanus, and Lux. We have plenty of Lux. We have plenty of Humanus. We have plenty of Spiritus. Alright, cool. So this guy goes in the middle. Eye of Ender. Diamond. Nether Shard. Ender Shard. And I believe that's the recipe. Yep. Cool. So we should be able to just hit that. This should work just fine. No problems. Now, in order to get everything we need, we're going to have some Ichor. If we want more of these guys, do we only need 1? Yes. But we're going to need more Ichor Cloth, so I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. We're going to need a 3rd wand core, but we'll get to that later. Alright, so we're going to need 1 Ichorium, which is pretty expensive. This requires a lot of stuff. 80. So we're going to go summon some witches in. I'm going to let that continue to process. And yeah, we're going to do a lot of this stuff on camera just because it's going to be easier in the long run. But this looks like it's doing just fine. So once this is done, we'll have, you know, we could Ordo Earth, and these guys will recharge. I don't want to do that though. Alright, so some more Ichorium, or Ichor rather. Perfect. So we just need a little bit more wand stuff. This will also potentially get us souls, treasures, and all that fun stuff. And I can just dump things in here. We just need a little bit more Ordo. And yeah, we'll get some treasures every once in a while, which is nice. But we're also going to be getting like the good stuff, like spider eyes and stuff from the witches that we're going to need anyways, so might as well. So do we have everything we need. We should be able to make Ichorium. So there is the single piece of Ichorium that we're going to need. We have the 4 Ichor. Let's go ahead and put the rest of this in here. And then we just need the Thaumium, the charged Thaumium caps. So we're going to need some Salus Mundus. Times like, let's get like 10 of those. And we're also going to need to recharge our wand completely. Again, this will be easier relatively soon. We can start working on ways to make that easier as it is, but I kind of would like to wait. You'll see why in due time. So let's see. We are going to need the Thaumium caps as well. So there's 1 and 2. Then we need the Salus Mundus, and it's 3 each. And what does it actually require? Aura and Potentia. So we have plenty of both of those. So let's just do this. as symmetrical as we can get. And it will not take very long at all. We'll be able to get our Ichorium caps and then go from there. So, did I ever... Okay. We should probably scan the Ichorium. Why not? You know, there's not much reason to do that anymore because we already have pretty much all the research. In fact, I think we have all of the research. It's just kind of, why not? So that'll be fine to set for a moment while we go kill some witches. And... get plenty of aspects. V, I guess, is technically what it is. And my inventory is so full. One of these days, I will clean it up and not have to worry about this kind of stuff. But today's not that day. Well, it might be, actually, depending on how much we can get done. Alright, so we're going to need about another 80 of all this stuff. Okay, that is still pulling stuff through. Alright, do we have... Almost. It's actually not too bad to recharge the wand like that. But we can now make the Ichorium caps. So it's something... Whoops. Something like this. And... yeah, we're gonna need 80 of each. So hopefully we can get this done. Once we get this wand, we can start working on some other things that are gonna make our lives a lot easier and a lot better. Hey, we got a witch's trophy. I think that's a new trophy for me. So let's just get rid of all that stuff. What are we at? Almost there. And let's just switch these for a second. Might as well charge the old wands up too. Oh, it's a compressed switch. That's actually really nice. But still don't have enough. So compressed witch means 9 more witches. We don't care about getting poisoned because of reasons. The talisman thing we have prevents basically poison and all that fun stuff. So that is close enough to being full. You go ahead and grab the rest with the other wand and eat some chili. Alright, so now we should be able to make the Ichorium caps. And this stuff is very expensive for a good reason. Wait, have I never scanned a button? Huh. Some of the stuff we can scan, some of it we can't. Alright, now the final thing is making the wand. Also going to require 100 of each, or rather 80 of each. So, gotta do the same thing. Not that big of a deal. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put these demonic slates in here. We'll get to those in just a moment, because we're going to make a handful of things to make our lives a lot easier charging these wands. Specifically, well, we're going to be making a system to power our Arcane Crafting Table with V, so that wands that stay in there will always remain charged. We're also going to make a wand recharging pedestal, but that's a little bit less of a concern. So, yeah, gotta get the V. All of the V that we can get from these witches, that will give us, we just need 80 more of each, and we'll be able to make this really powerful wand. Now, we're about halfway there with some elements, about a fourth of the way there with others. And honestly, like, Thumbcraft is one of those things that once you get very powerful, you just need to set up, there's a little bit of automation you can do kind of regularly, but for the most part, Thumbcraft and automation doesn't work all that well together. Let's just let those guys set for a little bit. So, okay, there's a sheep standing there. So let's real quick, I want to make some stuff. So we want to make this wand recharge pedestal. We're going to need a primal charm. And that means we're going to need a balance shard. Should not take long to get. And then we could like set up auto crafting with the Arcane Terminal. I don't think that's going to be necessary. If it is later, then we'll deal with it later. Alright, so that doesn't have enough in it, but this does. Have we ever made a primal charm before? Yes. Alright, so a little bit backwards on the V collection, but that's okay. Because there's a lot of witches here now. And I'm not getting too many witch hands, which is nice. Alright, so how are we doing? Hi. I'm getting close. Why are they spawning behind me? So we're at like 40, in the 40s for a couple of them. So this is going to take just a little bit more time, and then we can make our really powerful wand and start working on charging that up. So a couple things that we're going to need to do, and most of them are not too bad. We're going to need more node... Ow. Hey, no. We're going to need more node... what are they called? Stabilizers, so that we can make node transducers. Those are more important. Fairly close. Alright. So it looks like Earth is done. It's air and Perdicio, which I'm not seeing too much of. There's a little bit of air. So yeah, we're just gonna continue killing witches. Ow. One more spawn, let's see. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, we're at 75. Alright, you know what? We're gonna walk away for a minute. So let's take a look at the bees. I've been working on trying to get the bees to have another monostatic princess. And this guy is pure. Cool. So we can actually get on with the next step of all of this stuff, which is really nice. And all it requires is a single secluded. So we should be able to put these together and get a hermitic. And that is what we needed. Pretty badly, to be honest. So there's a hermitic queen. And I'm going to take the automation out of that one. And we'll come back to that in just a moment. So the hermitic queen can actually get genetic stuff done. And we should have enough witches now to finish charging up the wand. Or at least good enough. That was an undying witch. Uncommon treasures are not that important. Alright, do we have... Yes, we do. Cool. And, in fact, we could just go ahead and get the rest of them with the Great Wood Wand, because why not? Alright, by the way, as you can see, I did make a couple more apiaries, just for the fun of it, really. So I guess let's go ahead and take this Hermetic Queen, put him in here, and I'll let this guy finish up. And same with this one. So I'll deal with bees more off camera because, again, bees are kind of boring. So we have the Ichor Cloth Strapped Silverwood Wand. We have some caps that are Ichorium. And we put these guys together, and now we can get the Ichorium Adorned Ichor Cloth Strapped Silverwood Wand. This thing is ridiculously powerful. It's 10 times the capacity of this guy, and if we go charge him for a little bit, which we're going to do with witches for right now, so I guess I should have left that on, then very soon what we can do is, well, we can have some fun with this stuff. So we're going to need 6 more node we're gonna need 6 node transducers, so we're gonna need 6 more node stabilizers, and then we're gonna need like 5 more node things to begin with. Nothing too bad there. So let's start charging our wand. Now we should be getting we should get some sort of, yeah, discounts, and it's almost half discount, which is really nice. It's nicer than a lot of what we have to go through to get all this stuff. So we should be able to duplicate these wands in the sense of like making more of them fairly easily, since we have the like ingredients and whatnot. But this thing is, yeah, pretty powerful. And we're going to start charging it up. So that is kind of the plan. If we can get this charged up, then things will be great. So yeah, something that typically takes 32 only takes 19.2. So we need 6 of these. There's 2. So we'll continue just bouncing back and forth between the witches and the thing. Hey, get out of my way. Between the witches and the crafting terminal, we're gonna dump the witch soul in here, and we should be able to make the 6 of these guys pretty quickly, and then upgrade them to the node transducers, and then we can start having fun. So there's 3 more. All right. Let's see. We have anything too much? Nah, not really. So yeah, basically, once we get through this, we are going to be using Digiv, I guess. If I keep my pronunciation consistent. So we're going to be using Digital V. And that is both tricky and a lot of fun. So let's see if this is enough stuff. I think it is. Probably is. I don't know. We'll find out. And that's why we have all these nodes. So it is not because we don't have enough ordo. So you know what? Let's just... We're going to drain a little bit of ordo. Okay, that's good. Now... So there is the 6 of those. Now if we want to upgrade these to the node transducers, we need to do this. So we're going to need... redstone comparators. times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Redstone and sticks. Just make a stack of those. Why not? And just 2 more of those. Alright, so that is everything we need for these guys. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4. We need air and Perdicio. We're just going to take a little bit from these guys. They will recover. In fact, let's try to drain some of this stuff up here. We could also... Yeah, this has air and earth. We can drain this stuff. They will recover a little bit, but it's fairly slow. And there we go. Alright, there's one more node over here that we can take from, and hopefully that'll give us enough to make the rest of the transducers that we need. And then we can go from there. So what we are getting up to at this point is basically making, turning these into digital. Well, sorta. But we're basically going to be making these guys able to... we just need a little bit of air. Not much. So we'll go ahead and take it. But we're basically going to be automatically powering stuff with those nodes. And you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment, actually. So we need redstone blocks times 6. We get rid of all this stuff. And I'll probably still get some power from the witches over there. But we're going to do something fairly dangerous now. And I say fairly dangerous because it's not actually that dangerous, but it is something to kind of keep in mind that you don't want to mess it up. So we can put these node transducers, which we should probably scan, on top of the stabilized nodes, like so. We just put them here, and they're not going to do anything for now, because, well, they need power. And they need power in the sense of redstone, which is why we have the redstone blocks. Now, what this is going to do is basically energize the nodes. So we've stabilized them. Now we're going to energize them, and that's going to allow us to basically extract whatever we want from them. They're Essentia, they're V. So it's pretty simple. We just give it a redstone signal, and they'll start charging. So it'll drain them almost completely. But now they can give us a little bit of Centivi. So every tick. So if we want to do anything with these ever again, we'd have to unpower them, and that can cause them to collapse. It can cause bad things to happen. It's usually pretty bad. Now, what we need to do is we need to start making, let's see, we need to make a couple of things. The one recharge can stay there. We're going to need a V relay and a V relay interface. So the V relays are actually pretty straightforward to make. We're just going to need some balance shards. Let's make like 10 of those. And then we're also going to need a V relay interface. So that's going to require a P2P tunnel, which should not be difficult to make. Let's see, Fluix. Let's get 20 of those. And we're going to need an engineering process here. That's pretty straightforward. So, do we have some balance shards? We do. So we can put this together and make a V relay. Now what do these do? Well, basically they'll allow us to take V from these guys. So some of these nodes, I should point out, this guy is going to give us 10 tera per tick. This is going to give us 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, and it's based on how big they were when we first energized them. So how do we want to do this? We need to run an interface down here. You know what? We have channels there. Let's grab some cable and let's see. Can we get this interface thing going yet? Sure, why not? Doesn't matter. So we have the P2P, which we never ended up using for decent reason. No real need to. And now we can hopefully have one of these guys. There we go. A V relay interface. Now we're going to need one more thing that we might already have. I don't think we do. Oh, we do. Cool. Alright, so last thing is the ME cable. Let's get like 100 of that. And we'll go ahead and start working on this. So what we're going to be doing is basically taking a line. You know, we could just move an entire line over here, just in case we need to make more of these guys. Let's break that. And it's within 8 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put a V relay right here. So this guy is connected to here. And these guys are kind of weird. They can only have one input but multiple outputs, which is not necessarily the best of things, but we can do this and they'll attach, and then if we do something like this, let's put the V relay interface right there. And then we're going to want to grab another relay. So I'm probably not going to be doing this the correct way, per se, or even a good way. But if it works, it works. That's all I care. So we're going to just hook this up right here. And can we just... No. So we're going to need to do something like this. There we go. Cool. So that is connected. Now we just need to connect this to the AE system so that we can utilize this stuff. I just need a few more cables, and we're going to try to go straight into the main terminal just in case we need more of the interfaces. If we need to use multiple interfaces for each, that's fine. We can do that. It's not that big of a deal. So it's just a matter of how can we get this to work so that it charges our stuff automatically. How many channels we have? We have 8 channels. We're only going to need a maximum of 7, I think. Or no, 6. Duh. So that is now connected. Let's clear the settings on this. Now we shift right click on the interface, and if we come up here to our terminal, we right click it and load the settings. So now this guy is gaining fire from that guy right there. Now do I want to do it that way? We could have one individual for each. That would probably work. but let's switch this to something else that's smaller. But yeah, as you see, it charges relatively quickly. It's not the like fastest recharge, but it's decent as it is. But the question is, do we need to get more interfaces or not? Will it switch? It will not switch. Okay, that is fine. We can fix that pretty easily with just more of these guys. So we're going to need engineering processors times 5. Let's grab the ME glass cable. I don't know if this is the intended way to do this or not, but we'll kind of figure it out. So let's break this stuff. I don't want to lose any of these, so we'll just kind of break these kind of cautiously. And we'll have a cable like so. So there is one. Actually, we don't need to do it that way. We can break these guys. Yeah, so there's a reason I don't use a lot of the digital Thaumic Energistics all that often. And the big reason is I don't understand how a lot of it works, because I've never really automated much of Thaumcraft to begin with. So, you know what, let's make this look nicer. Because it's only every other one. So we will do something like this. And then just run this over here. Alright, so we're going to need more relays. And I want each relay to just be to one of these guys. And that should be fine. It shouldn't matter too much. But we're going to need 6 of the relays themselves. So we're going to need 6 of these guys. Can I get just normal flux crystals, please? Make like 30 of those. And I mean, I'm assuming it's working over there. So we're also going to need a few more of these guys. So Ordo and Fire should be first. So again, we'll just hook this up like so. And I realize we should probably make this guy first. All right, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more of those. 2, 3. All right, we'll hook up Ordo. And I do not want that connection. So I don't know how to change where things are connected. That is something I have to look up because I don't use this stuff all that often. Now we can do some really cool stuff with this, but harnessing fee. So each relay acts as conduit. Yeah. You can also tune a relay to 1 by using an appropriate shard on it. Clicking on it with a wand will also give it the various. Okay. So you know what? Let's attune them all. And I think that'll be the easiest way. So let's get a shard of each. So earth, air, entropy, fire, Ordo, and we need a water shard. Of course we do. We shouldn't need that anymore. We'll still need this guy. Alright, so let's stick with Ordo for now. So if we right click it, oh, cool. But if we click these guys with fire, perfect. Let's see, that is aqua. We'll go ahead and get these two attached. And then air. Alright. So let's shift. And then come over here. Right click. So fire should be, or no, Ordo should be working. Shift. And then right click. And so this should be getting, well, it's getting fire now. Let's get 1, 2. And then we also need the relays times a few more. We're gonna need more balance shards. Just get like 30 of those. And is that everything we need? So I just need to set this up. I don't know if it can take all of the different V's at the same time, but that's something we can easily find out. And then this is water. Alright, so memory card, clear, save, load. Do we have any balance shards yet? Nope. So we could also use this stuff for like making auto crafting and whatnot. So it is definitely very useful. I think it only can have one at a time. So let's see, we just need earth and entropy. And then that's pretty much it. So with that taken care of, I can just set our wand into our system and not worry about it anymore. But before we do too much more, we need more ichor cloth. That's a lot of stuff. You know, we're going to handle that next time. We're going to make a crafting scepter next time. Something that's going to sit in here permanently and never leave. Oh. That's not good. What's taking it so long? We're out of primals? Ooh, that's not good. Let's see. We want a balance shard. We need water. What can we find that has a lot of water that's pretty easy to get? Potions are always great, but they don't have much. Yeah, let's use a primordial pearl. That would be a great idea. What's something that's good for water? That's easy enough to get. I mean, sugarcane, cactus, clay. You know, I've never scanned blocks of clay, but they have 3 times as much, so there we go. What else do we need? We need more air, which I think air is niter. Feathers are decent. Sugarcane really is the best for that, or I guess there's some potions that are good. A lot of the vapors from witchery. How much, you know, I'm curious, how much of some of these vapors do we have? We have a lot of exhales of the horn one, so you know what, let's use that. We'll smelt that up and get some more air. Do we have any balance shards yet? Okay, we have a couple. Um, okay, I'm going to need to do some experimentation because I don't think this is going to work. I think we can only have one of these set to this guy at a time. And that's not what I want. So I'm going to mess around with this a little bit and see if I can't figure out a good system of getting all of this stuff kind of taken care of. But you guys kind of get the idea of what it is trying to do. So as soon as that's full up, there we go. So I'll tell you guys what. Let's go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm going to do some research into if I can still use these pure nodes, which are really good, to get all of the V. So I'm gonna have to do some research and see if there is a way, maybe in this stuff to make sure that this works. Storing it will still require research. Must be against, yes. Linking. Each device can only be linked with one interface. So I wonder if there is a way to... Arcane assemblers. Like I really do wonder if there's a way to like combine this into one, but I don't think it will. So I'll have to figure things out with that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to replace those real quick and just let this guy charge for a while I do other things. And hopefully next time I can figure out where I went wrong, what I can do better, and maybe we might even have the bees done by then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!